Hey everyone, Jerry James Stone here, and today's recipe is brought to you by Israeli Kitchen. I'm going to show you how to make this wonderful, well, you've probably seen shawarma around, right? But it's not necessarily a veggie thing. But I'm going to show you how to make this delicious 7-layer shawarma dip. So it's kind of like 7-layer bean dip, that sort of Mexican fiesta dip that was, really popular from a long, long time ago. It's sort of like that, but it's like a Mediterranean version and inspired by shawarma. So I think you're really gonna enjoy this. If you haven't visited israelikitchen.com before, please do. There's a bunch of recipes there, a lot of them from me. I do a bunch of them. Super delicious, great Mediterranean food. A lot of healthy but also tasty things that I think you would love. But let's get to today's recipe, okay? Okay, to start out this 7-layer shawarma dip, we need some shawarma spiced chickpeas. So I just have a can of chickpeas here that I'm gonna coat in some olive oil. Get those nicely covered. Add in our spices, starting with some chili powder, some garlic powder, some oregano, some clove, some cardamom, some cinnamon, and some salt. And just mix this all together until they're all fully coated. Okay, now we're gonna roast them. Just lay them out on a baking sheet in a single layer. And we're gonna roast it for about 20 minutes at 400 degrees. While our chickpeas are roasting, we're gonna make the other layers. So I just have some Greek yogurt here that I'm gonna add some freshly cracked pepper to. Squeeze in some fresh lemon juice. By the way, like I said, be sure to check out all of my recipes over at israelikitchen.com. There's a lot of them there. Oh, let's get those seeds out. Those are not wanted. Add in some fresh dill. And now add in some shredded cucumber. And just mix this all together. This dip is a great party pleaser. It's like that, like I said, it's like the Mexican 7-layer dip, that fiesta dip, but this is the Middle Eastern version, inspired by shawarma. But you can see all of my Middle Eastern inspired recipes over at israelikitchen.com. Okay, let's go get our next layer put together. Let me just taste that first. Oh yeah. Okay, so we have our next layer, which is just these delicious chopped up cherry tomatoes. I'm gonna add in some olive oil, some sea salt. I'm gonna add in some parsley. And then I'm just gonna mix that to combine it all. It's a nice fresh layer of tomatoes. I love all the delicious colors. Okay, let's go get our next one. So probably my favorite layer in this dip is the hummus. So we have some chickpeas here. I just added in some fresh garlic and some salt, freshly squeezed lemon juice, and more of that. And I want a really nicely whipped hummus for this, so it's easy to dip into. So I'm actually just going to use this chickpea brine as a way to thin it out. And just go ahead and pulse it. There we go. That's looking pretty good. Tastes pretty good too. Okay, let's go ahead and build our 7-layer shawarma dip. Okay, so our bottom layer is going to be our whipped hummus. Let's kind of spread it out evenly there. Next, we're going to add in our roasted chickpeas. They smell so good. On top of that, we're going to add in some olives. This is a mixture of mostly black olives, but some kalamala olives minced and tossed in. So you get that nice little salty flavor. Just spread that out evenly. On top of that, we're gonna add in our tomato and parsley salad. All these delicious heirloom tomatoes. Once again, be sure to check out israelikitchen.com. You'll find a lot of my tasty recipes there. I have a lot of recipes like this one. A layer of minced red onions. Now we're gonna add in our cucumber, our creamy cucumber salad. The great thing about this recipe is how flexible it is. So, if you don't have everything in the house, like, feel free to substitute. You can use sour cream instead of the Greek yogurt. that sort of thing. And then we're just gonna top it off with some chopped up romaine lettuce. Like I said, you can almost use anything here. Use baby spinach, kale if you wanted to, it's up to you. It's a great way to kind of use up whatever you have in the house. There you go. There's our wonderful 7-layer shawarma dip. And that's it. Delicious, easy, somewhat easy, 7-layer dip, 7-layer shawarma dip. Full of flavor, hummus, all the great yogurt, just all those great flavors. Just need some pita chips and you're good to go.